La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh yeah, Daphne stick. Yeah. So, I'm envisioning bubbly shape, little gaps, and then sprawling all over the table.
We could even do like coming off the table maybe, if we can wire things.
Yeah. I think that's useful too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited for the whooshing shape.
I like the idea you had of chaining things together, a bit like what we did in winter, but like even more delicate.
Like this would be quite cute if it like comes in,
Stops and starts again.
and then yeah, or like just curls round. So it's not just a whoosh.
Swoosh, yeah, it comes down this way as well.
I definitely think finding some soil is nice and springy, especially with all the little bulbs we've got, and then
That
having
could be our moss sort of thing,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's what we need. We need a coverage thing, and I guess soil can do it.
Would you chuck one of those bowls like underneath that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that in somewhere.
I want to shake soil all over it.
Now or finishing touch?
Yeah, you're right. Finishing touch.
But yeah, that is a good
So
shout.
maybe tulips then, and then we go back with the green, more green.
Some of these are double and some of them are single. Oh, it's just transforming with the tulips.
Yes. Hold. Okay. Oh. Come on, take it. I found a nice one.
That's a goodie.
So I really like about it the layers and on layers of tulips, like this middle bit. I'm really excited to put the blue in and definitely give it some details.
And I feel like it does need a tiny bit more height, or there's like a few more tulips that are again stunning proud.
So maybe some more height that end. I quite like how the middle bit goes.
I think it's looking really good. I love that those daffs like hanging Like that.
Yeah, same. One thing about the spring season is that the growing side of it is so accessible. You and I know how easy it is to plant a seed and grow it and have a prolific garden. But the spring bulbs are readily available anywhere, even in your supermarket, and they're so easy. So people can get instant satisfaction, very little work, and have that I grew that feeling.
And you don't need a huge space either.
Yeah.
You could even do them in a
Inside.
window box on a balcony.
Yeah, or
inside.
Yeah,
you're right. I'm going to do one more fiddly one. Yes. Because there's somewhere I want to put it.
we did a really great job, and one thing that's so good about it is that you think of spring, cloudy, blossoms, all pastel tones, and we've gone bold and vibrant and under the sea.
Yeah, it feels summery spring, but there's some very like real spring favourites in there. Bluebells, I mean tulips are like signify spring, don't they?
Yeah, I mean they're all real
100% spring flowers
real
because
spring, but pansies I guess their season is long.
Yeah,
but
everything else is quite fleeting.
Yeah, it's bold, it's
spring.
vibrant, it's bright, and it's not that. It's still whimsical forest land, but it's not that airy.
Twee. What did I say?
Yeah, don't be twee.
I said we need to make it not twee, because this is innately twee.
I think that we've
done that.
Yeah. We've spoken about our favourite manipulations of flowers, which is a good point of spring. But what is your favourite part of the install?
The piping.
Yeah.
The mascari twizzles. I don't know which one, the bigger ones or the small, really detailed ones. What's your favourite part?
I really like this area in the middle.
Yeah, it's really fairy tale.
Yeah.
Miniature garden.
I'd like a little pond in it with a little toad.
That mini tulip is cute. I feel like your favourites also are the tall tulips.
Yeah, definitely. I got really excited and happy when they went in. They made it pop. It's like a tropical twist of England.
It is, it feels tropical.
If English was tropical, this is what would be.
And it's actually all just from here.
Yeah. Oh, spring. Definitely a firm favourite for everyone and us.
Well, for all florists, I think they can all agree.
Yeah.
That they're just in love with spring. Because of waiting for so long to return, especially if you only use British, you're waiting for ages. And then you get your hands on the fleshy stuff, and it's amazing. And just the variation. Just spring flowers actually just are amazing. Like haven't used any, but fritillaria, amazing. Like some of the varieties you can get with their like scalloped edge, they're just like mental to look at.
I'm gonna grow some of them.
And the imperialis, like the huge ones.
They're tropical. You know what?
They feel
a
tropical,
few
yeah.
of them in here, really tall, would have been amazing, but they're not quite ready yet.
Some are. I've seen some.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would have actually been a really cool height. Some of the yellow ones.
Just like 3 of them.
Yeah. Front. Middle. Oh, where's she gone? Where's she gone?
The setting has set the tone, I feel like. And the juxtaposition of this like somewhat kind of tropical vibe, or like really bright and summery and punchy vibe, against the like quintessentially British countryside spring backdrop of a woodland, an ancient woodland with native bluebells. I like that juxtaposition.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's nice that our previous two conversations have been with a background in mind, whereas our background this time was all immersed around us.
Open, and lots of depth behind. Like,
yeah,
the
and
centrepiece.
we are really in a portal of wonderful
fairy woodland.
What I like about spring as well is that it's not only us, the people of the earth, that love the rebirth of the year and the start of this season. It's everything. So the trees are all happy and they've got their sap rising, all the animals are coming out of hibernation, all of the little grubs are there for the birds to come and feed their young, and it's everybody
The lambs.
is thriving in spring, which is just such a nice
It's a really
part of
hopeful
nature.
time,
Yeah.
full of life. It really is like completely life-giving, spring, in like so like genuinely physically and just in your heart. in like,
Rejuvenating.
yeah. A moment for spring. It is the hero season, come on.
Yeah, I think everyone just feels so good about everything.
Yeah.
Life is better.
Life's
In
better in
spring.
spring. Although, I guess
I
it is
still love
better.
autumn.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking about autumn. I like that we haven't done like a classic spring colour palette.
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah.
That is,
And
we are the spring colour palette, green and white.
And the backdrop is as well.
Exactly.
But I like,
This is the contrast.
usually my non-spring spring palette is like an autumn spring palette. Autumn flowers, spring flowers in autumn colours. And this is like spring flowers in summer colours. Which I think is a really cool thing.
Yeah, I think it's really special. I'm so pleased we didn't put any white in.
Yeah. Yeah, that was such a
It would
good
have
call.
just changed it. And these are just my favourite. The little daffodils with
The
no
trumpets,
petals.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just lovely. And it's so nice. That's actually a really good thing about making installations in spring, is you can plant so much back in the ground after. Like, I don't know if this is a tablescape or just a large floral moment, whatever it is, but whatever thing you do in springtime as an events florist, in installations you can so easily put loads of bulbs and then take them out of the garden or put them in.
And reuse them in multiple... I mean, a lot of
little
this,
plants,
a lot of this has been
going to go in the
reused
ground.
by both of us in other work, like recent work. So you just get so much out of things that are on the bulb because they last longer, and it's just not as fleeting as like a peony or...
Yeah.
Also, I feel like spring flowers, you think of spring flowers as being like, of being really delicate and like, I don't know, not hardy. But actually I feel like spring flowers are some of the ones that like last the longest. Like ranunculus will go for like a month sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
In a vase and just open out and open out and open out. And even tulips can be an all right laster, really. Especially, we'll talk about things on the bulbs. Muscari, I feel like they get a rep for being fleeting and delicate, when really I think if you care for them in a vase, they're going to keep going.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
I think that they've got long vase life. And they can cope for a bit, not in water.
Yeah, true. Things
in
like
a
daffs.
bouquet and things like that.
Things like daff you wouldn't have to put in water for, like, and tulips.
Yeah.
And they perk up really easily, like recutting them if they are flopping a bit, they perk up really easily.
Yeah, they're easy to look after if you know what you're doing.
I guess all cut flowers are.
Yeah.
Well, then there are things that are just like, peonies, look at them, dead.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't really cut my peonies because they're a bit young.
Or dahlias, look at them, dead, I swear.
No.
Especially the ones not British, I feel like they're just crappy.
Don't do it. Stay away.
Crappy
Because that's
lasters.
actually, I can't think of anything that isn't long lasting, because all of my ingredients, comes from amazing flower farms where they have just grown the most incredible specimens at the best quality, and they all last so long.
Yeah, that's funny that, isn't it?
Unless they've struggled in the heat or been in the van too long or in dirty water, like things that would make any flower not happy.
When people say, oh, like British flowers, they don't last, like don't use them because they don't last, I just think that's not
an outright
true.
lie.
Yeah, it's a lie.
I will call them out.
What about like the favourite job you've ever done in spring? Do you know what I mean?
I made for a personal project with me in the centre of a spring bath, and I loved it.
Spring bath?
Yeah.
What do you mean, a bath?
I was in the bath and I covered the
yeah.
room and around the bath with flowers. But also last week's wedding. I loved it. I had the most joyful day ever. But I think it was because it's the first wedding of the season.
It's just exciting.
So it was just, everyone was like, ah.
Again, that was spring flowers and summer colours.
Spring flowers, summer colours. Well, a bit pastels though, mix of the rusty.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Spring jobs. Nomadic, the bluebell woods every year at Nomadic is a joy. What about yours?
I don't know. I quite like the job I did on Monday, making that fairy house. That was really sweet.
I haven't seen this.
I'll show you. But using, a lot of pansies and daffodils.
Love it.
Some used in here. And mossy undulating hills, we love it. Classic little mossy fairy tale. Just anything fairy tale, love. But also piping bluebells together. I did that for a shoot once. Like how we've done here with the mascari, but pipe the bluebell. They're so delicate, even more delicate than mascari. And making a necklace, that was nice.
Wow. Oh, I know. I make myself often a spring headdress because I love manipulating flowers, and like we've spoken about earlier, spring flowers are really ready to be manipulated. So like a big tulip headdress or one with little white mascari pipings. Yeah, things for me. I made Daphne a headdress the other day. Spring is a celebration of the flowers to make.
Because it makes you so excited that you just want to make things.
Yeah.
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 Whereas in the summer it's like, oh, over it. There's so much and I'm busy. But spring's like, there's stuff around. I want to make something out of it.
And what I love about spring, we've talked about how everything pops up and it just gets all this colour and we all get really excited. But I love that spring flowers do just pop up anywhere. People have planted them, I'm sure, obviously years ago, but in like orchards, and you've got the fritillaries coming up in the grass, and we've got the bluebells coming up in the woodlands, and spring flowers just erupt. Whereas the summer flowers, apart from like the clematis and like rambling roses, they're more planted, whereas these are more like, I'm here, hello.
Yeah, find them in wild spaces, like native, like the bluebells, fritillaries, sometimes, they're native too. Yeah, you get the celandines. Everything starts popping up in a wildflower sense. That's what's so good about flowers, like the possibility of the combinations are endless. You can never get bored because you don't have to do something. The next spring will roll along and we'll have thought another colour palette, another manipulation, another design concept, and it's just like forever, you're just like seeing people do exciting things, doing exciting things yourself, like just figuring stuff out and experimenting. Flowers...
Never ending. Never ending. Ever ending.
Yeah.
At all, ever.
And you can just push yourself.
Every colour scheme ever has been different because it is.
The nuance to it all.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, I love our job.
I know. It's good.
We're so lucky.
Yeah, we are.
The world is our canvas and flowers are our
palette.
Brush.
Yeah. To spring.
Spring.
And
we
nature's
love you.
palette.
Nature's palette.
Why did I just neck that? Water.